Hello and welcome along. Today we are back on Oakfield Farm and here we are up at field 41, which as you can see is some very nice, very ready to harvest wheat. So if we look down here, we have our harvester up here. So we're going to be getting to work on this with our S670 combine and we're going to do the headlands on this today. So the plan for this field very much is we're going to get the headlands out. We're then going to bale the headlands, collect that straw up, and then we're going to get the main body of the field done. So let's jump in the combine, start her up, and get our header connected. There we go. Nice. And we'll back off. And then while combine itself is unfolding, yep, there we go. We'll get the tractor out of the way. So we're using the T7 here. We've got the Bailey trailer, which we're going to do the carting with. I think I've already got a course play set up for this field. I'm just going to move the trailer out of the way over here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, and we'll drop that off. And now we'll reverse the tractor back up and get the trailer on. Because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set the tractor to follow the combine. We have a big yield on this field and I'm not sure that we will make it all the way round if to unload. So hook that up. So once we pass the tractor we'll do that. Right, let's unfold our header. There we go. Start up our combine and away we go. So yeah, we're going to turn all of this into straw, this field, which will be fantastic. We should be able to compost a load of it. I'm going to see how many bales I get out of it before I actually start composting it. I jump out and put that on, follow me, good, and that allows us to get going. So yeah, I'm going to get the first load on here set up and done with the tractor, and then we'll set the tractor going on course play at that point, and that will then do it for the rest of the field. I have discovered recently that course play now avoids crops, which is pretty awesome. It's something that course play has needed since I ever started using it, and I think probably since its inception. And yeah, course play now appears to avoid crops, so that will be pretty cool to see. And it means we can do a harvest without fear of suddenly seeing the tractor zooming through the crop towards us. It should actually go round, which is awesome for headlands as well. I'm really loving this combine. This combine is available from the Mod Hub. It's not the biggest John Deere that's on there, but it is perfect for what we're doing here. We're going to do 3 headlands with this today, and we're going to spend most of the time in the combine, I think. And the way we're doing this field is actually fairly realistic from what I've seen near me. Oh, we're 25% full already. Wow, we have not gone very far around this field. So yeah, it's something I've seen done quite a bit around near where I live, where they combine it, they leave it for a few days, and do the baling of the headlands, and then get those out of the way, and then bale the main field. The interesting thing is we can't leave it a few days between the two, but we will leave it a few episodes between doing the headlands on this field and the main body, because a few days of course would get us completely out of autumn, as you can see, but also autumn is alternating wet and dry days, which is a little bit of a problem. All of our crops are going to come good over the next few days. The one I'm really interested in is see if we can harvest sugar beet in the rain, because you should be able to. You can do that in real life. But yeah, our other 3 crops You can't harvest in the rain, definitely. So that will be interesting. We don't have a lot of days. They are not ripe yet. Now we're up to 50%. And as a result, it could very easily end up that we lose a crop. And I'm hoping not, because we do need all of the crops we have planted. Wow, I can't believe how full this combine is. That is a lot of grain. I'm going to empty this at about 95%, I think. That way our trailer should take everything. And the thing is, the first time we unload, because of our proximity to the hedge, we're going to need to empty standing. So we'll do a standing empty the first time. We'll get the tractor still following us, and then the second time we empty, we'll get the tractor to come alongside, and then we'll set the tractor going off on course plate. We'll put this on a hired worker for a minute and get the course plate set up, which would be quite good. There we go, 75%. So when we get to 95%, we'll stop and unload. That should give us about 50% of the trailer full, which would be fantastic. Right, and around. But yeah, a mix of course play and follow me should do the trick around here quite well. This combine is running very nicely. We had its big brother on Oregon Springs, which initially didn't like Field 3. So I think that one's been updated since. So yeah, 89%, 90%, 91. Right, we're almost there. 93, 94, 95, and we will stop here. Can we? It's something people keep telling me actually that I'll test while I'm stationary. Oh, I can up my comb. So we want to just catch the heads, so we'll lift the comb slightly. That's pretty cool. Right. So Control F, so turn that off, and let's bring it upside so that we can unload. Now, this is a pretty good bit here to unload because we've got the fence but no hedge, so it allows us to unload fairly easily. We'll put it in the middle of the trailer, and then we'll do the same thing as we did again a minute ago. I'm going to turn the forecast off. Nice. So hopefully this will be about 50%. Seems to be about right. Down to 20%. Right, let's switch back over to our combine. And there we go. So there we go. Shake any remaining stuff out of the auger. 51%. That was actually a really good judgment. Quite happy with that. Right, so we'll just move this forward a little bit and stop. Get our tractor back on follow me. There we are. And then next time we should be able to pull it up beside us. But yeah, I'm liking this combine a lot. We've got any ice? We've got no IC in it. I'm not sure I've ever come across a combine with IC. I'm sure someone in the comments will correct me on that. But yeah, I don't think I've ever come across an IC enabled combine in this game. It'd be really cool. It'd be really awesome. But I don't think I've come across an IC combine. Or a beet or potato harvester that's IC. Hell, coming across a just coming across a potato harvester is something out of the ordinary. There is one that I eventually want to get on here. I think year 2 on this map, we're probably going to try and do some potatoes. But of course there is quite an outlay for that, so it depends on how much we spend on new fields and things as to whether we do potatoes on this map. But I would quite like to do it. I think there's a good opportunity to do potatoes on this field. Sorry, on this farm, not this field. This field would be huge to do potatoes on. We'd be here forever. That would be a monster live stream doing potatoes on here. I'm having fun trying to figure out what when we do the sugar beet later this year, what field we're going to use next year for sugar beet. It's probably going to be 13, I think, that's going to have the sugar beet next year. But again, that depends on what new fields we buy. Because we might buy a new field somewhere else that I just go, wow, that's absolutely perfect for sugar beet. We'll plant sugar beet there. I think next year we won't do corn. We'll probably do soybeans as well. But I want to do the new crops as well. So I want to do some oats and some stuff like that. So we're definitely going to be expanding. As long as you guys are watching this map, I will be playing this map because I love it. And yeah, so we are going to branch out into the extra crops, I think, in future. And I would happily, personally, I'd quite happily play this map until FS19 came out, if you guys were still interested in watching it. And actually do something of a long-term map play. Because I don't think enough people get to do those. And with seasons, it'd be really interesting going year on year, which is part of the reason I want to do that. But it's if people are still watching it. Very much that. As I'm doing a lot of first-person combine driving here, but I really quite enjoy doing it from this perspective. It's a nice perspective to do the harvest from, and I'm very used to doing it. Having done this in real life, I'm very used to doing it from this angle. It seems a little odd to me doing combining from third person, especially with a wheel. Right, we are at 71%, so we want to get to about 90%. Although we're going to fill while we're moving. So yeah, there we go, 75%. What I think we'll do is we'll get to this top corner, and we'll empty on the next on the back straight up the top. Best place. I don't think we're quite far enough in. There we go. Perfect. Oh. We do want to have the auger out, but first I want to lift the header. There's our tractor. Right, let's get the auger out. Now what I want to do is I want to switch to third person, and we'll set the follow me up. So left offset of 8.5, and then I want it 10 in front. That should do it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, we need to get our divider out a little bit. And we'll go back in cab because I'm having trouble making sure that we're actually getting crop, but that is fantastic. So we will fill this trailer up, and 10 ahead is perfect positioning for that trailer. 92%, 97%, 100%. There we go. Right, so we're going to put a hired worker on this. Right, so, and we'll take this and take this off. Follow me. I'm just going to ride along with the first, well, yeah, we'll spend a little bit of time in the tractor now, doing some karting. We want to get all the way back to here. Right, I've gone too far. Need to reverse up a bit because I need to load my courseplay course if I've got it here. If I haven't, I'll have to set it up, but I think I have a courseplay course. Let's have a look. Field 41 ploughing grain carting. There we go. Perfect. Starts there. So let's get it going. Drive course. First waypoint. There we go. Oh, no. Wrong tool. That's the one we want. Drive course. Now, there's another interesting new feature in here. You can select the specific field for it to find the combine on. So it looks inside the field boundaries for the combines now, which is awesome. That is absolutely fantastic. And I really love that. So how full is our combine? Our combine is 34% full, so we'll see how well this does. And how quickly we get back to our combine. I think it will probably get back just in time to unload it. But I want to check this courseplay course works, really. Yeah. It's quite useful to record courseplay courses ahead of time. There is a little trick you can do with it. So if you want to set up a courseplay course to work from the moment you start a field, what you can do is you can load up a game. You can set your courseplay course running all over your crop. Save the courseplay course, not save your game, and come back. And the courseplay course will be there available to you. And your crops will be back to normal. So if you're using crop destruction, that's absolutely fantastic. And I did something similar here to set this course up. Which is where it works quite nicely. Yeah, our combine is at 60% full. We should make it. The alternative is if we find that this is trouble and the tractor isn't quite getting back in time, what we can do is get a second tractor and trailer and do it that way. We've got the Massey that we could use for karting, but we've also got but we haven't got a trailer, so we'd have to buy a second trailer for that. I think if we were karting from the far side of the farm, so maybe if we were up at somewhere like Field 33. Field 33, big field, long way from the main farm. Or Field 32 even. 2 tractors are karting from those. Absolutely a necessity, I think. I think Field 41, which we're doing, is right at the edge of this. Yeah, we're 70% at the moment. What are our settings? What do we load at? We're starting at 50%. I think we should start at 75% and drive at 90%. It's hit 75%, so we should end up back at the combine. Wherever the combine is, I think it's probably down the far corner. Now this should be the cool bit. It should recognise the combine. There we are. And which way is it going? Okay. Ah, no, no. It's detected the edge of the crop. Look at that. That's awesome. I'm guessing it's using the same crop detection as stuff like the vehicle AI does. But you can see it's constantly trying to work out, can it go through the crop? No. And looking for the most direct route to the combine. My only worry is, when we get around this corner, because of the shape of this field, is it going to get round the corner and then go, I can go through the hedge now? Which is one of the things courseplay is very fond of doing. But yeah, definitely has crop detection on. Okay, so it's not cutting the corner yet. No, we've detected. Oh, Courseplay, you are awesome. Right, I'm gonna jump out of the tractor, having seen this. The combine is full, so perfect time for me to take the hide worker off. We'll walk through the week while it negotiates its way around. But wow, Courseplay in FS17 has come a long way, and I know they're looking at redoing the helpers for 19. There we go. Yeah, look, it's just working its way around the field. That's fantastic. So no longer does Courseplay drive through the crop. I love that. I really do. So it is at the extremes. So we could conceivably do with a second tractor and trailer. I think we may end up buying a second trailer going forwards and getting both tractors and trailers, because the combine will just keep going now. And I have set up the Courseplay course on this map. Oh, sorry, on this field, so that you could have two running. It gets out of the way. There we are. Oh, I'm very pleased with that. That is beautiful. Really beautiful. I'm playing with the comb a little bit because I want it needs to just tap the heads to tap the whole thing in and gather it. So we'll get the comb with it. It's one of those things, whenever I do a harvest video, it is one of the things that gets criticised the most, is that the comb should be higher. So, yeah. And there we go. We've emptied. Hopefully it's not going to get stuck. But that is pretty wicked. Courseplay has just come leaps and bounds. And I think I don't even have the most recent copy of it. I think I need to get the latest version. And the trouble is, I now know that Courseplay is one of those things that gets more and more indispensable to me as the game progresses. So by the time we reach 19's release, I'm going to be absolutely dependent on Courseplay again. And then discover that I don't have it for a good 3-4 months, and that I'm going to have to work out new ways. Last time I worked out new ways by very fortunate in that Follow Me came out fairly quickly. So that's how I was using it at the beginning of this video, is how I learnt to use Follow Me when it came to FS. When it came to 17, we're at 61%, so we're not going to be able to empty the combine as much of the combine this run, but we have got it coming to us at 75%. Right, I'm going to try and cut the corner slightly, smooth that out a bit. There we go. It's not going to be great for when we finish this third round, but should work fine. There we are. And round. I think the size of this field, I probably should have got the tractor to drive at 50 or 60%. What we can do, though, thankfully, is we can cool the tractor. So we might do that when we get to about 65% maybe. Just to make sure it can make it round the field in time before we full, especially as we don't have a huge amount of space. In fact, I'm going to call it 60% because, yeah, it's only got 40% space in the trailer, and there's a good chance that we'll be left with a lot in the tank. Right, let's cool this tractor. There we go. Because he's got to get around the field. Yeah, he is completely the opposite side of the field to us now. Pretty much going to remain that way for most of the time where he's behind us. I do think 2 tractors and trailers is probably a wise idea on here. And maybe on the headland, reducing the time when it goes to the combine to like 40% to give it a chance to get round the field in time. Because it is still the other side of the field. We're at 75% now. How much does it have in it? It has 16,000, so it can only take about 10,000, but we've got 11,000 in the tank. So yeah. But we're on our 3rd round, so we've only got to get back round to the opening to the field before we finish today. So we should be okay. We should have enough space in the tank to for us to finish today. And then next time we will bale this field. And then in the live stream we will probably do some bale stacking. I think. That's the live stream on Sunday. Here it is. Oh, I want to slow down a little bit. There we go. That way. We will definitely be able to keep going. Oh, that one. Empty this until he's full, and then we'll turn and do the last 2 sides of the field. 2.5 sides of the field. There we go. So he'll head off and tip, and we have 30% available. Oh no, we are full 30%. We have 70% available. I really hope that that's enough to get back to the entrance. Should be. I don't see why it wouldn't. This is this combine has worked very well. I really like this mod. Oh, we should really put our auger in. The HUD. See this in all its glory. Gorgeous machine. I know I'm a New Holland fan, but this is a beautiful combine. Really is. 50% full. Okay. Not too bad. I'm really pleased. We've got 50,000 litres of wheat off this field already. We're probably heading for around 150,000 to 200,000 litres of wheat off it. That's a phenomenal amount. That really is. And what we'll do is, one of our fields we will put in some winter wheat before we... and then everywhere else, everywhere we don't put in a winter crop, we will put in oilseed radish. Because, yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to... I want to up our yield as much as possible. And then the new fields, of course, next year, we won't have got the radish in, because we won't buy those until we sell our crops. And most of the crops that we have available, we won't sell until during the winter. So we're going to be doing some selling during the winter, and possibly some manure spreading during the winter. See how it goes. It all depends, really. We're at 75%. Well, actually 80%. I'm not sure we have enough space to make it back to the entrance of the field. It's gonna be a close one. It would be nice if we filled up, or we could empty the combine into the trailer. I think it's going to be a very little amount we have in the trailer. Oh, sorry, in the combine. 91%. Oh, it might be okay. Might be okay. Right. We're fairly square on this corner now. Tell you what we will be is when that tractor comes back, we will be able to line up, and if we are full, we can just keep going a little bit until we're empty. There we go. Now out with our auger, because I don't want to go any further. Where has our tractor got to? It is coming back up the road, so we should be able to see it. Can we see it through the trees? Is it? There we are. I can see it through the trees there now. So that should come here and empty us, and we could then just go along this last little bit, finish off, and then, yeah, we'll park the combine off to the side of the field. And that way, we will be in a good position. Here he comes. Very nice. We're going to get a lot of bales off this. A lot of bales. And that's fantastic, because we're gonna compost a big number of bales as well. So I'm very happy we've got a good number of bales off this field. This is why we planted this field with wheat, so that I could bale it and get a lot of bales. But it is going to be better for us if I can bale the headlands first. There we go. Very nice. So this will finish us off. And so the combine will be empty, and we can fold it up and park it up out of the way, ready for when we're ready to do the main body of the field. And this will knock the headlands out really nicely. Right, when we get clear, go. Brilliant. So that is at about 60%. What we'll do is we'll send that to tip so that it comes back to the field empty. But for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.